Hi, good morning guys, Paul here. If you're watching this video, it's probably because I sent you here. I've had a lot of questions. Well, two major questions. So I apologize for sending you here, but I've got really limited time. It's now about 6 o'clock in the morning here. We start working very early and we finish very late. So I don't have time to reply to every message. I'm sorry. So please don't take this as a diss or anything. It's just my time is very limited. So one of the major questions is, how do I get into Amerika? I've been posting photos on Facebook and everyone's asking how to get into Amerika. It's actually, this is just a quick video just to explain to you the procedure. It's quite easy, but it's not easy. I'll explain in a second. So the easy part is the procedure that needs to be followed. It's quite easy. Find an agent. There's agencies all around, Farm for USA, CV placements, golden opportunities. There's so many agencies. Just go on Google and search for USA farm labor or America farm jobs. You'll find the agencies there. There's also on Facebook, there's a few groups, Mana in Amerika. There's a couple of Facebook groups as well that'll also be helpful, and they've got a list of all the agencies that's there. So yeah, just find an agency. That's the first thing. So register with the agency. That's first prize. You might not always get the job through the agency like I did, or like, I mean, when I said like I did, I didn't find a job through an agency. So I'll get to that now. But register with the agency. Let them start looking for you so long for a job. They do everything. They find a job for you. They do your placement, everything. They organize your tickets, everything. So what I suggest then is like what I did is I didn't get any feedback from the agency because I don't have any farm experience. In that case, I went to a website called seasonaljobs.dol.gov. So when a farmer applies for a H2A visa, obviously he has to apply to the government to get those H2A visas to give them to workers. So there's a website, seasonaljobs.dol.gov. I'll post a link in the description below. Just have a look there. Just go to that website as well. So there you'll find all the farmers that has H2A visas or jobs available. The nice thing about that is you can refine your search to like machine operator or mechanic or any of those things, and then it'll throw out hundreds and hundreds of farmers looking for work. The nice thing about the website is when you click on the farmer's name, you can see exactly what they're offering, when it comes to accommodation, what they're offering when it comes to pay-wise, all of that. But for now, just focus on the email address. When you click on the farmer's name or the job posting, you'll get an email address. So that's how I got email addresses of about 200 farmers. So what I did is I looked for machine operator, because that would probably be the best thing for me to get into with no experience. So I took all the email addresses. I clicked on a post on a listing, copied the email address. Next one, copy the email address. Next one, copy the email address. So then I sent one email to about 200 farmers. Now in that email, it just said what my experience is, what I can bring to the table, that I would really appreciate the opportunity to prove myself, that I'm hardworking, blah blah blah, fish paste. Compile your own email, sell yourself in that email, and then that one email, all the 200 or 300 or 50 or how many email addresses you want, blind copy them. Okay, don't just post them in there so that all the farmers can see you send it to 200 farmers. Put all those email addresses in a blind copy. That means that when a farmer gets the email, you can't see who else you sent it to. Okay, so they just send that email to 200 farmers, 100 farmers, 50 farmers, however many you want to do. That's the hard part. Okay, that takes a little bit of work, unfortunately. And then just wait for a reply. Hopefully you get a reply. Hopefully you get a farmer that's willing to give you a shot. Like I did, I got 2 offers. One was in Arkansas, and the other one was here where I'm currently at. The one I'm currently at is it's got a better rate. Arkansas's rate is about $11.80. Nebraska is about $15.86. So I chose Nebraska. Plus it's a feedlot, and it's something that I can really sink my teeth into. So yeah, do that then. Once you make contact with the farmer, once you get a reply, and he's willing to give you a shot, he's obviously he might ask you to have a telephonic interview. So give the farmer a call, hear what he says, and then your farmer will have an agent that he works through. So then you make sure that you get in contact with his agent, and then organize the whole process to come through. It's they'll explain everything once you get to that point. The big thing is just get a job. That's the thing, or get an opportunity. So that's how you do it. Yes, go through the agents. You might be lucky enough to get a job through the agents, but remember, the agents are working with thousands of people. But also apply yourself. Apply, personally to all the farmers. You're not going over the agent's head. It's just you're doing extra work to make sure that you get an opportunity. That's how I got the job. So yeah, it's going to take some work. It's going to take some paperwork and all of that. If you have to register with the agency, it's going to be a lot of paperwork that you need to fill in. Yes, that's where the hard part comes in. The easy part is the process. It's easy. Apply for an agency, apply to farmers privately, and then just make sure you get that opportunity. That's the easy part. The difficult part is all the paperwork, all the admin that you have to do and all of that, and the waiting. The waiting sucks. It's terrible. I mean, a week can feel like months if you're desperate and you want this opportunity. Trust me, and especially waiting for the visa. So that's the only way to do it. That's how I did it. That is how I can... That's the best I can say. That's the best thing to do that I can say. Sorry, I'm fumbling over my words here. It's early in the morning and the Red Bull hasn't kicked in yet. Okay, the other thing is the cost when it comes to coming over. Now, your plane ticket does get reimbursed. Your farmer reimburses your plane ticket as well as your visa fees. Your plane ticket can range anything from 18,000 to 24,000 Rand. Your farmer will reimburse that for you. My farmer reimbursed that on our first paycheck, or actually when I got here he reimbursed that. Other farmers give you half during the middle of the contract, and the other half of the plane ticket he gives you at the end of the contract. Some of them do that to, try and make sure that you stay or something. I don't know what. But every farmer is different. But eventually you do get that money back. Then also your visa fees. So your plane ticket is about between 18 and 24,000. So budget on that. Budget on 25. Let's just say 25 for your plane ticket. Then your visa fees, budget on about 3,000 Rand for your visa fees. Like I said, you also get that back from the farmer, but you have to give that out first. So it's about 3,000 Rand for visa fees. Then the other cost that you have is travel insurance. Travel insurance is very important. I mean, you are covered for if something happens at the work, because your boss or your farmer will have insurance for you. So that if anything happens, you are covered. But when you step out of these doors or off this farm and you head to the shop and you get in an accident, there is no cover for you. We've got a guy here on the farm. He's he had a pancreas or something that burst or something, and he's sitting with about a $25,000 bill right now. I mean, he's going to be working the next year just to pay that off. So yeah, I mean, if he took the travel insurance, that would have covered him. Travel insurance, depending on what you take, is about 10,000 Rand. You can work at about 10,000 Rand for the year. That covers you for the year. I would definitely say it's a must-have. But yeah, I mean, if you really can't, then take it maybe for 3 months or a month, and then once you get a paycheck here, then you can always extend it. So yeah, about 25,000 Rand for a plane ticket, 3,000 Rand for your visa fees, about 10,000 if you're going to take travel insurance, and then spending money on or living expenses. You have to, you get paid fortnightly, every 2 weeks, so you have to live for that 2 weeks. So make sure you bring enough money for that. Most guys say about $500, between $400 and $500 is enough. So yeah, convert that to Rand, and then you know how much you need for living expenses. That's just to get yourself set up, because when you get here, you don't have anything. The farmer, gives you a house and all of that, but you're not 100% sure if you're going to have bedding, also towels, stuff like that, food for the first week and so on. So yeah, about $400 or $500, you'll be fine with that. So that's how much money you need when you come over here. So yeah, hopefully that answers some of the questions. Definitely a lot of the questions that I get lots, I have to fill in now. So I'll chat to you guys later. If you have any more questions, please ask in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them when I have time. Thanks very much, guys. Keep well.